chance. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my chance. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. Freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before.
It feels like Christmas time for players, officials and commentators alike when we reach the final series. And in the Harcher State Baseball League, the ultimate gift for any team that strives to achieve is the championship title. Well, over the next 15 days, we'll find out who will climb to the top of the mountain. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our live coverage of the 2026 Harcher State Baseball League Final Series. And we're kicking things off with a bit of sudden death baseball with the elimination final between the Wanneroo Giants and the Carine Cats. The Giants, they are seething inside after losing to Swan Districts last Sunday. They want to put things right and put the Cats out of the running for the championship. Meanwhile, Carine, they are the glamour side of the competition, making it all the way to 5th place with 18 wins and coming off a massive scalp last Sunday in defeating the Braves on the Braves' home turf. So they're going to be high on confidence. But like Wanneroo, they're going to be without 2 of their key players, including their regular starting pitcher. How will they adapt to it? All that and more will be coming your way over the next 2 hours. Paul Bursick's my name. Great to have your company. And joining me, the First Lady of the Final Series, Tori Newman. Tori, how excited are you for this Final Series to begin?
I'm so excited. There is nothing like finals baseball. You can feel it in the atmosphere, not only on the field, but in the crowd as well. You know, people who usually don't come to the regular home and away season are here. And it's a really electric vibe in the crowd tonight.
There's always something different, isn't it, for a finals match, whether it be a sudden death matchup or a best of 3 series that we've got coming up real soon. There's always that extra feeling in a final when it's really down to the business end.
Absolutely. And, you know, Carine not having made finals in so many years, I think for their supporters, it's really lit their fire and they're really, you know, happy to be here and support the Cats.
They certainly are. I've got a good Carine turnout here tonight and they're here to support the Cats. The Giants too, not without their great loyal turnout of supporters in orange tonight. Of course, it's their first meeting in over a month. Back in February over at Mandelton Park, it was the Cats that handed the Giants an absolute hiding, 14-6, while leading 7-0 after the first 2 innings. Connor Lowry was tearing it up on the mound, 7 strikeouts from 5 completed innings, and he is going to start, Tory, in place of Malian Marin, their regular starting pitcher, who has played his last game for the Cats this season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go from here.
It absolutely is. I think Lowry was the wise decision, but as for the rest of the Cats lineup, which I'm sure you'll walk everyone through shortly, it's not the same as that game that they played against Wanneroo, and I think that's what makes me nervous.
Same thing can't be said about Wanneroo, however, and we'll get to that lineup very shortly. They've retained a lot of their good core. They don't have to, worry about imports going elsewhere. But of course, we've had Muller Mekic play his last game on Sunday, and he's going over to play in Germany. But it's not a real worry because they've got Tal Tardrew, Fraser Bryce, and Callum Shipp on their pitching staff. Shipp and Bryce relieving tonight.
Absolutely, and Muller Mekic wasn't even used in that last game where the Cats got up over the Giants. So I don't think, even if he was here, I don't think he would be instrumental to Wanneroo's game plan tonight.
Conditions rather cool tonight. We went to about 28, 29 degrees. We had a passing shower 90 minutes before this game was set to begin, but it was only a false alarm. It has made the ground a a little bit softer, and there's a breeze, a light breeze in fact, blowing across the ground. So runs could be a premium here, Tori, but if that breeze does die down, it could be a game for the big hitters.
It absolutely could be if it holds off, you know. But I think everyone on both sides has to be switched on tonight. Bats have to be hot, and they have to be hot early.
No doubt about it. The Giants are taking the field as we speak. They'll be fielding first in this game. Their defensive lineup looks like this. Tardru is on the mound tonight. Dan Stevenson, starting catcher. Nicholas Riley is first baseman. Second baseman is Chase Benjamin. At third base is Cooper Barber. Starting shortstop is Byron Armstrong. And your outfielders, Harry Wooden at left. At centre is Maxton Fullerton. And at 9, at right field is Adam Barbridge, who's been hitting at 232 this season. Okay, with the warm-up pitches about to commence, the Giants are getting themselves prepared. I'm going to put you in the hot seat, Tori. You faced difficulty with this question in the hours since you arrived here to the NSR Hire Ballpark and try and put your tip in. You've been torn on this game, but you've got to pick a winner. Who is it?
I think I have come to the conclusion that it's going to be Wanneroo tonight. I just think with the Cats changing their lineup at the last minute when they should have just stuck with what works, I think Wanneroo might be able to use that to their advantage.
So you present a good case on them. You summed up about their experience and depth being well maintained, but I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to Cats. I'm going for a boil over here tonight because of the momentum that they have got heading into this game. They've come off 3 wins in a row. Keep in mind that last win was against the Braves last Sunday, as we mentioned. They won that 2-1, and it was Connor Lowry who kept the Braves at bay with 4 strikeouts, all at a crucial time. He only pitched 3 completed innings. So if he gets on the mound and causes early trouble for Barbridge, Barber and Armstrong, that could be a key for the Cats to winning. I'm going to go the Cats in a tight game. It's going to be very, very close this evening. Fans, let us know where you're watching from. Anywhere right around Australia or anywhere in the world you're watching on the Baseball WA Facebook and YouTube feeds. Give us a comment on where you're watching from and who you think is going to win tonight's elimination final, because there's a huge opportunity for the winner. The winner will take on reigning champions Morley in a best-of-3 semi-final series, while for the loser, it is curtains for 25-26. Tardru is set. Lead-off hitter Cooper McDonald is also set tonight with the number 32 on his back. 29 games in the regular season, hitting average at just under 300. Let the finals begin. And we begin with sudden death. McDonald leans forward as he goes for an intentional bunt. And that is going to be a 1-0. That one just outside the zone. Also noteworthy that this is 9 innings now. These finals games are not 7 innings. It's a 9-inning contest. And if it does remain level after the regulation 9, we will go to extras and decide a winner. Because in every finals game, Tori, there must be a winner, and there's no second chances, especially for these 2 teams tonight. Tardru getting ready to deliver the 1-1. That last pitch was a foul behind home plate. In it comes. Again, McDonald just pushing forward, aiming for a bunt to get to first. Tardru just passing that one by. 2-1 as Tardru gets a replacement from the home plate umpire. What a big responsibility for the umpires too. Congratulations to them for getting this game. Huge opportunity for them to officiate a final. McDonald tries again, but he gets caught. Good fast ball there from Tardru, and McDonald just leaning forward to the edge of the box a little too much.
And an interesting game plan there too to get McDonald a bunt. You know, he has been so reliable with just a nice, safe ground ball. Really interesting that they're really enforcing that bunt, and unfortunately he's been unsuccessful.
He has been, with McDonald getting struck out. Trying to push forward on that one again, and Tardru strikes the first blow. That's 1 down for the Cats, all bases empty. Now, Tardru did not have his best outing last game. We were here at NSR Hire Ballpark against Morley. He looked very loose, he was unpolished, but he has started off in better fashion. He was easily hit at by the top order batters at Morley last Friday night, but he has really gotten off to a better start here.
And he joins us all the way from Lismore, New South Wales.
Good experience too from the Eastern States is Samuel Kawa. He's got an 0-2. He's in the hole already with that 1 out. Nita Samuel Kawa, great regular season he had, hitting at 309. home run and a 7 RBI. He wants to take on Tardru here. He's not going to do it with that one. As we said before, the winner of this game will take on Morley in a best-of-3 semi-final series, and that starts on Tuesday, part of a bonanza of semi-final baseball that we're going to bring to you. And the other semi-final series, worthy of note, it's Perth and the Braves, starting on Wednesday. 1 and 2. Right down the middle. Tardru is on fire early. So he has single-handedly started the innings off in a flurry. 2 strikeouts in 2. Samukawa back to the dugout. Now, Cameron Brantley, can he ease the pressure? Much better start this one for Tardru. His pitches to strikes ratio in that game last Friday night, less than 50%. That must have sent a few alarm bells ringing, but he's certainly raising them for the Cats, as they are all of a sudden a 2 up, 2 down with all bases empty. Right in the zone there from Tardru. Tight but quick. Brantley gets contact and a foul over our commentary box. Had a few of those come our way this season. A couple of them have unfortunately hit the window, but luckily these windows are shatterproof. 1 and 2. 2 down. Tardru delivers. Pop fly remaining in the infield, but is flying all the way into the stands. Look out! And hits the roof of the canteen as well. A couple of the kids there just having to get out of the way of that foul ball heading into the stands.
As long as the foul balls are not being hit at me, like a certain Morley player was hitting them at me.
Ooh, I should be all right. Because like I said before, these windows are shatterproof. 1 and 2. 2 away. Tardru delivers. Ooh, that one was close. Brantley there just leaning forward, almost slipped out of the box. But he is being let off. Ball 2. Ground ball well taken by Tardru. A great return throw to first. Makes the play. And the Giants start strongly in the field. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
My name's Greg Elliott. I'm the president of the Wanneroo Giants Baseball Club. I've been around the club for 30-something years now. I've been the president for 5 years and involved in the committee, I guess, for 15 years. The Wanneroo Giants have had quite a long relationship with Harcher now, through the general manager of Harcher being a part of the baseball club. We've set up quite a good relationship in regards to buying all our products for our canteen and our cleaning products over a number of years now. Harcher are a major sponsor of the baseball club. They help us out in regards to everything we order with our sponsorship. Sponsorship to any sporting club is a major part of a club, and Harcher being a major sponsor for us really helps us in the community. Harcher makes our lives a lot easier, not having to chase around products through the supermarkets. It's all delivered on time and we get exactly what we order when we need it. I'd recommend Harcher to any sporting or community club. As a company, they help us out with everything we need. Everything is here on time and we get exactly what we order.
It's the bottom of the first here at NSR High Ballpark. Great to have your company for the Harcher State Baseball League final series. It's the elimination final between Wanneroo and the glamour side, Carine. Winner goes on, the loser drops out for the season. Connor Lowry is going to lead it off on the mound for Carine, sporting the funky shades too, and along with the defensive starting lineup as follows. Peshat is starting catcher, Brantley at first, Samukawa is at second base, Carlos Salas at third, McDonald at shortstop, Power at left field, Heath at centre, And Robinson is at right field to get us underway. Barbridge, the lead-off hitter, he fouls via a thick edge behind home plate, 0-1. Especially when you're facing three very strong top-order batters, Tory, Barbridge, Barber and Armstrong, what will be the game plan for the Cats here?
Very interesting question. I think I would have been able to answer that if they kept their lineup the same.
Well, that's a good case because the mountain of changes that they did make certainly has sent everybody into a bit of surprise. Of course, no Marin on the mound tonight. 1-1. Ground ball by Barbridge, straight to third. Well taken by Salas. Throw to first is good. And that's one down for the Giants. Sharp in the field, Salas. He's had a good season at third base. Played 25 games in 25-26. Cooper Barber is next up. 278 average, 24 games. 10 RBI as well. This will be a good battle. Lowry delivers the first, gets the bunt in. Salas fumbles, and Barber will get to first.
And unfortunately, I hate to say it, it's one of those changes I was talking about earlier where, you know, Salas is a little bit more inexperienced when it comes to State League, and you can't have errors like that happen in a Southern Death final.
No, you're absolutely right. And the bunt did work for Barber, as you saw with McDonald attempting to bunt at the top of the first. Did not come off, but Barber executed it a lot better. So with Barber at first, this brings up Armstrong. Another great season. He's hit around the 260, 270 mark on average for the last 2 seasons. Lowry delivers. Just to the outside. Great vibe here at NSR High Ballpark. Friday night, at least it's not more than 35 degrees, we can say that. We've had some warm nights here as a pick-off attempt to first is unsuccessful. Ideal conditions for baseball. Soft ground on some parts. We had a passing shower 90 minutes before the first pitch. But it should remain away. Foul ball behind home plate. Thick edge there from Armstrong. Lowry phenomenal on the mound this season. ERA of just 2.8, strikeouts of 95 and a 6-1 record. And this is 14th start. 25-26. In comes the 1-1. A bit too high for Armstrong's liking. And that'll be a 2-1. One away, and a pick-off attempt again. Unsuccessful, making the big slide, Barber. Lowry again going for it. And this time it was a lot closer. A matter of inches. Lowry goes for it this time, and it's worth the wait. He had to get a few pick-off attempts in. And decided to shift his focus to Armstrong. Got one in the zone. Armstrong in the hole, 2-2. With one away. Two for Lowry. Too high. Throw from catching position to second is good! Big play there for the Cats. Barber looking to sneak up to second, but he's caught short.
Fantastic play there. Absolutely well needed after that error got through. You know, I think it really made up for it.
Certainly did. Petchat, he was well aware that Barber was going for the lead-off. Barber, unfortunately, short of his ground. Armstrong facing the 3-2. It's a fly ball down towards McDonald. He's in good position. Makes the catch, and that ends the first. It's still 0-0 between the Cats and the Giants. A game that is going to be in the balance right from the word go.
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love.
Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Into the second inning here at NSR High Ballpark. Great to have your company on this cool Friday night. Carine and Wanneroo locked at 0-0 in this elimination final. We must thank as well the team at Front Row Screens for another great season in State Baseball League action. Coverage put together by the wonderful team there, run by and Ryan Ranners doing a tremendous job in the summer season. And of course, a lot of work upcoming in the football season coming up. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. Jordan Power leading things off for the Cats and facing Tardrew, who started off in good fashion in the first innings, got 2 strikeouts in a row, and then a great return off a powerful hit by Cameron Brantley on the throw to first on time. 2-0, 2 consecutive balls as Power fouls the third right into the stands.
Pretty excited to see Power in the 4-hole tonight. You know, he reminds me a bit of Jake Bowie, you know, the way he can do both. It's awesome.
Certainly, he's got the capabilities that Bowie has got, so we can make the comparisons there. Tried to lean forward, looking for a power hit, but was caught looking at that fastball from Tardrew. Strike 2. That one just a matter of inches from the zone. Full count for Jordan Power. Power grounds this one. It's going to be taken by the man at third. Barber, throw to first in time. And that's one down. And that's another key that you outlined, Tori, earlier with the Carlos Salas error at third. It's going to be who's the more sharper side in the field, especially with this ground being very soft as a result of the passing shower earlier this evening.
It is, and possibly, you know, that didn't help Salas's error either if the ball was a bit stuck in the marshes.
Well, at least it's not muddy. At least it's not a muddy ground. We've had a few nights here where the ground has looked anything but pleasant, but the ground staff have done a wonderful job in making sure this ground is set for the finals. There's going to be a lot of baseball up here in the next week or so. Petchat. Got an 0-1. Has a glimpse at that one, but it's a ball just outside. Only one hit so far, and that was Cooper Barber for the Wanneroo Giants. The Cats looking to break the shackles and just try and get some of that momentum. And as we said pre-game, Tori, it is a game of momentum in some ways.
Absolutely.
Carine coming off 3 straight wins to conclude the regular season, so they're not short on confidence. Petchat got caught looking. 2-2. Wanneroo, of course, looking to avoid a 3rd straight loss. Bit too high there. Tried to go quick, but overdid it. (3-2) for Petchat. Swings and misses. Tardrew's got another one. Tardrew with 3 strikeouts so far in this game, and a better ratio from pitches to strikes, 27 for 16. And the Cats again under pressure with 2 up, 2 down, and a 3 up, 3 down staring them in the face. Brendan Heath. Sharp at the plate, 294 average. He saw that one and said, not having it. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Also carried a bit of height as well. I was quite surprised Heath had a go at it.
Yeah, I agree.
Heath averaged 294, faces Tardrew, goes for that one. It was a better one to go for. But Tardrew was just too quick with that. He's really worked hard at his pitching game after last week. And you'd see why. That is the result. 3 up, 3 down again, inflicted by the Giants. We head to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0.
My name's Derek Bird and I'm the Group General Manager for Harcher. Baseball WA and Harcher, that relationship began with myself being a baseballer and being very much a club person. My kids are club people, and they were just relationships that have been fostered over the last decade or so, and the opportunity arose to get involved with Baseball WA at a higher level, and we're using that as a vehicle to work back into the community through Clubland. So sponsorship is important to Harcher because of the staff we employ and the roles that they play in their own communities. That we feel that this is a way that we can connect back with not only our staff but with our customers. Volunteer sports are generally run on the breadline, and they need support and they need some additional resource for them to be viable and for them to be successful, and we feel that we can play that role not only from a sponsorship point of view but also a supply of product point of view. The sporting club route is a really beneficial route for our business because we can touch so many parts of the role that they play. Most of their revenue is generated through the canteen and the bar and the kitchen. These sporting clubs are volunteer organisations. They need a little bit of help and we can provide that.
Bottom of the second here at NSR Hire Ballpark. The elimination final rolls on as Lowry delivers to Santich. And this time's a ground ball off the first and a foul. And also, Tori, we can see in the stands that the WA women's state team is here tonight checking out the action.
Yes, they are. Fantastic group of girls. Congratulations on their selection. And they will be competing in the Australian Women's Baseball Championships in Melbourne from the 13th to the 17th of April. And, you know, this year is a really important year for them because it's a World Cup year. So a lot of those players that might not usually play have come back, and it should be a really, really strong WA side this year.
It's great to have them here this evening witnessing some great finals action, and we wish them all the very best for the championship in Melbourne in a month's time. And let's hope they can bring WA some success in the championship. 0-2. Santich facing Lowry as Lowry drifts one wide. Speaking of women's baseball, of course, we had a great elite series over the summer.
Absolutely, and hope to see another one later in the year.
It's going to be a rocking season, no doubt about that. Wanneroo back-to-back champions. They're gunning for a hat-trick later this year. 1-2. Santich gets one there. Strike Lowry in the back, but he was able to recover, make the throw to first, and send Santich back. Great recovery there by Lowry. Caught one right on the back.
Absolutely, it looked a bit painful there.
It did. Maybe it's the shades that are helping him here. Maybe the shades are giving him a superpower of supervision.
Definitely, I think those lights can be pretty bright sometimes.
They could be, but well done there by Lowry. Good return, and that's a 1 up, 1 down. Maxim Fullerton. Fullerton in that 5th spot. Facing Lowry. Gets one to curve back in. Good variety. Oh and 1 with 1 down. Loose one from Lowry as he was trying to get a quick one in. One and 1. Grounded past third base. And Fullerton is going to get the Giants' second hit on the board. Hitting to the opposite field. Now there'll be a runner on first. Nicholas Riley is next. And he can hit him. Hit a 2-run homer in a semi-final series a couple of seasons ago. We know what he's capable of. He's facing Lowry. Pushes forward. Takes a called strike. Infield well spread between second and shortstop. Exposed a gap that Lowry could hit straight down the ground. So the job is up to Lowry to try and prevent that. So they've gone in with quite an interesting plan here, the Cats. Nicholas Riley. He sensed that one needs to be hit. Goes for the big one, but didn't get all of it in, so it's a foul. Powerful swing, Nicholas Riley. A good follow through too. Just mistimed it on that 1-and-1. Fullerton looking to get another lead off. There were a few pick-off attempts in the last inning. Lowry had to shift his focus to the man at first. Too high. Lowry just throwing one up there above Riley's head. Again going a little high and again to the inside. Now the pressure back on Lowry. 3-2. 3-2 for Lowry as Riley gets himself set. Swing and a miss. He's got him. He fell for the trap. And Lowry makes another big statement on this game. He's now got another strikeout. He's got a runner on first and he wants to leave that runner on first, Fullerton, stranded.
Of course, Connor Lowry, being the coach of the Cats as well, he's a great leader and he's got to set the example for the other Cats to follow.
Exactly, and that's what is going to make the job a real challenge as well, especially in a final, because of the occasion. He goes up to 96 strikeouts as well for the season, 4 more, and he's up to the 100. Stevenson tries to lean forward, looking for a swing, but decided to take the strike instead. One as a pick-off attempt is unsuccessful. Then going high, Lowry trying to make Stevenson do what Riley did earlier, swing on a high fastball. But Stevenson saw the situation and decided not to have a go at it. 1-1, 2 down. Runner on first, Fullerton. Swing and a miss. That one was better to go at. Stevenson drew no contact. Lowry pitching them very quick too.
Stevenson currently holds the highest batting average for the Giants at the moment as well. So, you know, you would expect him to get one on here for the Giants.
Got him looking. Lowry shuts him down, and he goes up to 97 strikeouts for the season. We've completed 2. The scores are still locked at 0-0.
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
We are into the third inning here at NSR Higher Ballpark. Thanks for joining us on the Baseball WA Facebook and YouTube feeds. Hope you've enjoyed a rather pleasant Friday, wherever you may be across this great land, especially here in Western Australia. And let us know where you're watching from on the Baseball WA Facebook and YouTube channel. We'd love to hear from you throughout the game. We had a comment here from Brendan Liam Leonard. And he says, let's go Cats, you've got this, lad. So the Cats getting plenty of support by the baseball fans here in Western Australia. Playing a team of the season. Tim Robinson will lead it off, facing Tardru, gets one inside corner. 1-0. No side has got the go-ahead run as of yet. Especially in a game where runs could be at a premium. Whoever, Tory, and this could be a fair statement, whoever gets that go-ahead run is going to have a storm of momentum come their way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think both of these teams thrive off that sort of momentum. Once one bat gets hot, they all get hot. And, you know, I think that I'm actually shocked that Giants haven't come across so far, because I would have thought that shocking loss to Swans last week would have lit a fire in their bellies.
It would have, that's for sure. You know, 4-0 over there at Mattledred Park last Sunday, and they would have been seething inside. You know, they know that they can play a lot better than that. But, you know, they're holding the Cats at bay. They've prevented any hits, so, you know, they're doing their task to an extent so far. 3-1 for Robinson. A couple of loose pitches to the inside corner of the zone. Robinson seeing them off well. Thick edge there. Going behind home plate and a foul, so he's already got himself into the full count situation. Robinson only playing 5 games in 24-25. This is his 11th. Robinson gets a liner to first and a foul. The players certainly relieved by the pleasant conditions that we have here as well, Tory. A lot of games on a Friday night where we reach temperatures of 35 plus here in the west. So the players are going to be very relieved that it's cooled down tonight. The crowd getting into it as well. Great turnout by the stands, and especially below our commentary position as Robinson grounds one back to Tardru. Easy throw and making the play just like that. So 1 down for the Cats.
What's really intriguing me actually about Tardru's pitching style is how he sort of taps his foot. It's really interesting, and I'd love to sort of get a feel for what that actually does to benefit him. Maybe it puts him in the zone.
That's a good question there. It's a good question about how he does it and his style overall. So,
I mean, it's working for him tonight.
It is. Certainly got him more focused in the zone. When you're looking at it last Friday, he didn't really do that a lot. Hit to the opposite field by Salas. Down to right field, and the Cats, they get a base hit through Carlos Salas, the youngest player in the squad.
And I reckon that hit absolutely makes up for his error in the first inning.
Certainly did. Well-timed drive to the opposite field, getting one bounce short of Barbridge. And the Cats, they've got their first hit, and at a good time too. Now they go to Arota Samukawa. Trying to get a bit of curve there, but unfortunately didn't do enough. The breeze has died down a little bit, so if the players are trying to hit against the draft, and they'll certainly get the carry. Because if the breeze does pick up, it usually blows toward home plate. So obviously those at the box, the batter's box that is, will have it on their minds. 1-0 the count. Tardrew facing the left-hander in Samukawa. Again diverts his attention to the man at first.
I don't know if our viewers can hear it on the live stream, but again, the Cats dugout is so loud. Don't you love to see it?
Oh, that's the passion and enthusiasm the Cats side has got. The Giants there, more so of a focused side. They're more low key in that department. Each team has it their own way. But you know, the team that's out there on the field are not without their encouragement. Each team has it to their own in this competition. Foul from Samukawa. It's a 1-1 with one away. Runner on first in Salas. Attempts to bunt again, but gets some hang time and into the Cats dugout. Maybe not the most ideal situation to go for a bunt when you're run down, because you are at the risk of a 4-6-3 double play or even a 1-6-4 double play. One and two. Tries to change it up there, did Tardrew. Didn't work on this occasion. Here, there. The Cats getting very loud in the dugout. 3-2. Invigorating contest so far in this elimination final. No second chances for these sides. The reigning champions Morley await the winner. The drop strike, but that'll be carried as a foul because it did have some contact at the bat. Good call there by the home plate umpire. And he's one of the folks with the toughest task tonight.
That's for sure.
After all the umpires winning their selections for these finals, and again, big congratulations to them for getting the responsibility of this game and all the finals matches going forward this season. A couple of fouls behind home plate, repeat the 3-2. Cats dugout again with plenty of noise. Pick-off attempt unsuccessful, but gee, Salas was flirting with danger. He's an exuberant young player with a great future. He's flirting with danger with a big lead-off from first. Riley's ready for the pick-off. 3-2. Delivers. That's a strikeout. He's gone. Could there be a double play? The throw's not in time. Salas had enough pace to get from first to second. But Samukawa struck out. And that leaves the Cats in a bit of a dangerous position with two down, a runner on second. And they go back to the top of the order. Cooper McDonald. Can he send Salas home and get the go-ahead run? A bit high there. Donald seeing it off well. These elimination finals, they have the tendency to not have many runs and always be a battle of the pitchers and fielders. Last couple of times it has been the case, most notably in 23-24 when Perth played Vic Park Belmont here in the elimination final. That went down to an extra inning and Vic Park Belmont got that walk-off win in spectacular and dramatic fashion.
What a great game that was to watch. I remember exactly where I was and exactly who I was watching it with.
It's an incredible game, certainly one of the games of the season in 23-24. Did we see the same thing here? That's a big fly ball. It's going down towards third. Barber and Armstrong are calling for it in foul territory. And it's a foul. Oh, someone should have called for that one there. Barbara Armstrong, the catch would have been worth it and ended the innings. But a communication breakdown gives the Cats a let-off.
Be interesting to see if that one goes down as an error. I know it was a foul ball, but both players were there and it was easily within arm's reach.
I reckon that one will certainly be looked at by both players in the post-game review, whether they win or not. 2-1. McDonald. Can he make the most of this second wind? Tardrew says, you're not having any luck this time. Strike two. Even count. Tardrew wants to get Salah stranded at second. McDonald wants to break the shackles for the Cats. Too high. Well done there by McDonald. Just duck out of the way. And now a full count, 3-2. This is getting very interesting and we're only at the top of the third. And time has been called. Time being called. McDonald just adjusting his gloves there. Give Tardrew a little tension on the mound. And now they can get going again. Full count. 2 away. And got him swinging and sent him packing. Tardrew's on a roll with 6 strikeouts in 3 completed innings. And scores are still locked at 0-0.
I'm Jess Fitzgerald and I'm the Competition and Member Services Manager here at Baseball WA, and I run the food and beverage as well for the State League games that are run at the ballpark. So during the day there's some schools out here, so Darling Range, Aquinas, and then we run all of our programs and development, high performance program out here. So definitely one of the benefits of having Harcher involved is that we're quite a small team here at Baseball WA, and prior to the relationship we weren't offering food and beverage here at the ballpark. We didn't have anyone that was available to run around and do like ordering or anything like that. So it's been great that we've been able to find someone local, WA company that we can deal with, and then we can offer, you know, food and beverage to everyone here that comes out to the ballpark, because before they had to bring their own everything. So one of the things that I love here is, like, you know, the chips, the nachos, burgers, hot dogs. That's, you know, hot dogs is just ingrained in baseball. Yeah, so some of the main advantages of working with Harcher have been the flexibility of the delivery. So they're happy to deliver at a time that's convenient to us, and we've also got a direct contact for our ordering too. So we've been dealing with Adam directly, and he's been great. I would recommend Harcher to anyone looking for a local supplier and then they're willing to jump on and help sponsor their club or, you know, their association, whatever they're doing, and just help grow their sports in Western Australia.
Bottom of the third here at NSR High Ballpark as Lowry gets into business. Ground ball there by Wooden out toward right field, and he gets a hit. Safely at first. And the Giants are getting onto things very quickly. They know that the shackles must be broken at some point, and Wooden has got things started. There's Harry Wooden. Great to see his father, of course, Josh Wooden, in the stands tonight.
Absolutely.
Josh Wooden, a former player of the West Coast Eagles in the 2000s, along with the likes of Ben Cousins, Chris Judd, and Quentin Lynch. Chase Benjamin is next up. Average just under 200. 58th appearance at bat. Larry diverting his attention over to first. Bottom of the third. These are 9-inning games, these finals matches. And one thing's for certain, there must be a winner. Attempted bunt in the air. only for a short time as it goes behind the line and a foul.
Petchat doing everything he could there to try and catch that bunt.
We've seen a couple of bunts that went in the air and get caught. There were a couple of those early in the season. We were saying before, must be a winner in these games. There's no tie. We saw a tie early this season, Tory, between Rockingham and Swan Districts. But I'm afraid there'll be no such result in these finals. Lowry again aiming to pick off at first. But wouldn't. Safe by a mile. Oh and 1. Benjamin facing Lowry, again attempting to bunt. A chance here for a pick-off! Sliding into first in the nick of time, Wooden. He again saves his skin on a pick-off. They wanted that one badly there, did the Cats, but Wooden just was able to get himself safe at first. But Bensman now is in the hole, 0-2. He's got him. They had to wait a bit. The home plate umpire and first base deliberated. And the first plate umpire said, that's good enough, you're gone. Benjamin had stood there like stone. He couldn't believe it.
Well, from where I'm sitting, Paul, he crossed it.
It was well spotted. Back to the top of the order. Barbridge is next. Barbridge grounds this one towards third. That's gone past the foul line, and that will be an 0-1. Runner on first, Wooden. Barbridge 0 for 1, got a ground out in his first at bat. And grounded out to third base. Can he make amends at this second at bat? Needs to break the shackles for Wanneroo. Saw that one off well, a bit too high from Connor Lowry. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Connor Lowry earlier has got him up to 98 for the season. 2 away from getting the 100. 1-2. Runner on first. 1 away. Swing and a grounder. Out towards shortstop. That's one. Is there a double brewing? Yes! A double play on the 6-4-3, and the bottom of the third is ended in a flash. 0-0 here in this elimination final.
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Let's go.
Top of the fourth here at NSR Hire Ballpark. Great to have your company in this elimination final of the Harcher State Baseball League. Paul Persick and Tori Newman bringing you all the action on a cool Friday night under lights. And Tori, at this point in the game, momentum is pretty much on a knife's edge, you would say, in this first little stretch of this game.
It is. It's starting to turn into a bit of a pitcher's duel, so hopefully someone can break the ice on that.
We begin at the top of the fourth. Lead off, Samukawa grounds one to first, but he's not going to get there in time. Tagging the plate is Nicholas Riley, and that's one down. What could be the difference here when you're looking at both lineups is that the Giants do have a deeper pitching stance, you know, especially with the relievers they've got in waiting in Ship and Bryce Sorensen as well.
They do. You're absolutely right there, and I think with the Carine lineup, missing their Polish imports is a big deal for the Cats.
It's a big risk, and that's left the responsibility up to Connell Lowry as Tardrew gets a strike there on Cameron Brantley, who's 0 for 1. 0 for 1 considering his average, phenomenal 363 in the regular season. One away. A good change up there from Tardrew. Got Brantley in two minds. Left-hander Brantley under a bit of pressure. He's in the 1 and 2 hole already. And he's lucky that time. It looked close. Ball 2. Tries to change it up again, Tardrew, but goes to the outside. 3 and 2. Kick edge there, going way past. And a foul. Ball 4, and that will be a walk, the first of the night.
Could this be where things start to go amiss for Tardrew?
We shall only wait and see. It's only really the first time in this game that things have, and it's only his first walk that he's conceded. First base on balls. Next up, Jordan Power. 310 average in just 8 games. He's played 9 hits. Leans forward, cross the plate. Strike 1. Oh and 1 for Power, facing Tardrew. Infield fly into foul territory. Riley's underneath it. Makes the catch. He had to put out the big right hand there at the last moment, coping with the glare of the lights, but he made it look oh so easy. 2 down. Camille Peshat is next. 0 and 2. 0 and 0 with 2 outs. Runner on first. Brantley wouldn't want to get stranded. Going low there, Tardrew, and settle for ball 1. Pick-off attempt at first, almost going awry. Riley really had to reach in. One and 0. Peshat also 0 for 1. Struck out in his first at bat. Another pick off. A bit closer there. Delivers. Brantley's on the lead off. It's a wild pitch, and Brantley will get to second. Now that pitch sailing wide of Stevenson, and Brantley's able to sprint from first to second to inflict the steal. Second baseman a little too far from the plate. Tardrew wanting Benson a little closer, or even Armstrong closer to the plate as they're looking for a pick-off.
I think if looks could kill, Tardrew looked pretty annoyed just then that there was no one there to help him get Brantley out.
Then all of a sudden Armstrong pushes back as the pitch is delivered. No need. Peshat swung for the fences and missed. Strike one. Two and one, two away. Low one. 3 and 1. Harcher would want to avoid 2 runners on base. We have not had that situation in any part of this game tonight. It's always either been one or the other. Ground ball towards third and a foul. So now a full count. It gets really interesting here. Three-two. Peshat focused. Tardrew sends him packing. He's been the real difference for Wanneroo, keeping the scores locked at 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
My name's Greg Elliott. I'm the president of the Wanneroo Giants Baseball Club. I've been around the club for 30-something years now. I've been the president for 5 years and involved in the committee, I guess, for 15 years. The Wanneroo Giants have had quite a long relationship with Harcher now, through the general manager of Harcher being a part of the baseball club. We've set up quite a good relationship in regards to buying all our products for our canteen and our cleaning products over a number of years now. Harcher are a major sponsor of the baseball club. They help us out in regards to everything we order with our sponsorship. Sponsorship to any sporting club is a major part of a club, and Harcher being a major sponsor for us really helps us in the community. Harcher makes our lives a lot easier, not having to chase around products through the supermarkets. It's all delivered on time and we get exactly what we order when we need it. I'd recommend Harcher to any sporting or community club. As a company, they help us out with everything we need. Everything is here on time and we get exactly what we order.
Welcome back to NSR Hire Ballpark, the bottom of the 4th in this elimination final in what has been a tense encounter between Wanneroo and Carine. Winner going on to meet Morley in the semi-final series starting on Tuesday. The loser dropping out the 25-26 season. No wonder it is high-stakes sudden death baseball. Paul Ventura Newman with you. And of course, the semi-final series also worth noting, Perth and the Braves, Tory. That one is going to be a real, it's going to be a real barn burner. It's going to be a real barn burner starting on Wednesday.
I think Perth might have the Braves though.
Oh, you made the call early, but they do have great players. So too do the Braves. And they're wanting to keep their run of grand finals intact as well. They're looking to make their 4th straight in the last 4 years. As the lead-off hitter, Cooper Barber, at the bottom of the 4th, gets 2 strikes in 2. Lowry just gets one outside. He's got 2 more to go, does Connor Lowry, before he makes it to 100 for the season. Lowry going low. And if a pitcher would get 100 strikeouts, there needs to be a new tradition where fans would invade the ground. Just like footy players when they kick 100 goals. Wouldn't that be a cool sight?
Are you just looking to get on the ground, Paul?
No. I'd rather be sat up here in the commentary box and rather than get squished. 2-2. Harry delivers, and that one just carrying a bit of extra height. Good change up there, Lowry, making another statement against one of the powerful Giants hitters. Lowry's got his 4th strikeout of the night. One more, and he's got 100. One down, Byron Armstrong is next. Had a fly out in his first at-bat. Larry would love to get that century of strikeouts in a final. Starting off against Byron Armstrong, a little loose there. And a 1-0. Armstrong with a deep drive out towards left field. And it's gone to the wrong side of the foul pole, so that'll be a 1-1.
Big hit, though.
Certainly was, but unfortunately, it went onto the left-hand side of that yellow foul pole. If it remained on the right side, it would have been fair, and he certainly would have got a triple there, dare I say it. That was such a powerful hit, and it was well placed too, going to the corner of left field. So it would have been a perfect opportunity to get some extra bases. Facing the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Could this next pitch bring up 100 strikeouts? One and 2. Lowry delivers to Armstrong. That one just wide. Well wide of the zone. The 2-2. Armstrong in the hole with all bases empty. It's 100! It's 100 for Connor Lowry in 25-26. A ton of strikeouts for the starting pitcher for Carine. Well done, Connor Lowry. 5 for the night and 100 for the season.
Fantastic effort.
And that's left the Giants with 2 up, 2 down again. Jacob Santich. Can he break the ice in this game? Connor Lowry's determined that's not going to happen. He is really on song tonight. 2 hits, but no runs against him. Santich with a deep drive toward left centre field. He's going to get extra bases here. Or maybe not. He's decided to retreat back to first. It looked for a moment that he was going to take it on and head to second. But he elected to play it safe. Beautifully timed too by Jacob Santich, the designated hitter for the Giants. And that just gets them out of a bit of a hole here with 2 down. Now the left-hander in Fullerton, who also got a base hit in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss. High one there from Lowry, but forced a swing out of Maxim Fullerton. Strike one. Oh and 1. Got him swinging again. 0 and 2. Oh and 2. As he just gets himself back into weeds. It's very tense out here at NSR Higher Ballpark. No wonder with this being an elimination final. The crowd really rocking tonight. Lowry looking to leave Santich stranded. Fullerton sees that one off well. Ball one. One and 2. Lowry delivers. It's a skyer in foul territory. Who's going to get it? Well called there by Salas at third. Makes the catch. And that leaves Santich stranded. After 4, we still haven't got a run on the board.
About having to do a train. Did you actually go? Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
We are into the 5th here at NSR Higher Ballpark, and the deadlock has not yet been broken between the Giants and the Cats in this elimination final. Now, we know West Australians love their sport. We all know that. Great crowd here tonight. We want to say a big congratulations to the mighty Matildas. They're through the Women's Asian Cup semi-final. They just beat Korea 2-1 here in Perth, and it's a semi-final right here in the West.
We absolutely love the Tillies over here. And super excited for them to be playing at Optus. And also qualifying for the World Cup too. Well done to the mighty Tillies. We've got 60,000 expected for that semi-final. It is going to be rocking, no doubt about that. Couple of strikes to start there for Tardrew. And the lead-off hitter, Brendan Heath. Thick edge behind home plate. We'll repeat the 0-2 there for Heath. He's also 0 for 1. The Cats really struggling at the plate. They've only got 1 hit for the game. They've been out hit by the Giants 4-1 in this game. Two there. One and 2 for Heath. Tardrew just going a little flat there on that last pitch, trying to take plenty of pace on board
just released that one a little too late. It's all about the timing of the release for totals. Especially he's got a unique action being side on as Heath flies this one down towards second. Benjamin makes the catch, and that's one down. So Heath is back in the dugout. He's 0 for 2. Tim Robinson is back. Pitch there, foul ball, 0-1. It's been a final, Tory, where anything is possible, and this notion has certainly proved that. No runs are on the board at the moment. They're not giving anything away. It's basically may go down to, without making a rash statement, whoever breaks the deadlock is going to be favourites to win this match.
Absolutely.
Grounded down towards Tardrew, has an attack of the fumbles, recovers in time to make the throw. Poor by G, that was a close call for Tardrew, but he was able to make the throw to first, and they're 2 down.
Absolutely sensational. I did not think he was going to find that ball in the dirt, but, you know, he managed to and got the out at first.
Yeah, that was certainly a moment. Tardrew, well, he would love to have back to an extent, but he's got the out, so that's the main thing. Carlos Salas, who got the Cats' first hit of this game. Can he repeat it? The Cats need him to. A foul into the stands. Well left there by Salas. 1 and 2. 2 down. All bases empty. Tardrew tried to change it up there, but it didn't work. Salas tries to go big on that one. Again a foul, this time into the dugout. Getting a replacement ball there by the home plate umpire. Two. 2 down, all bases empty. Carlos Salas, 1 for 1. The only hit for the Cats in this elimination final. He's got him! Tardrew does it again. He makes it 8. And we head to the bottom of the 5th with no runs on the board still.
My name's Derek Bird and I'm the Group General Manager for Harcher. Baseball WA and Harcher, that relationship began with myself being a baseballer and being very much a club person. My kids are club people, and they were just relationships that have been fostered over the last decade or so, and the opportunity arose to get involved with Baseball WA at a higher level, and we're using that as a vehicle to work back into the community through Clubland. So sponsorship is important to Harcher because of the staff we employ and the roles that they play in their own communities. That we feel that this is a way that we can connect back with not only our staff but with our customers. Volunteer sports are generally run on the breadline, and they need support and they need some additional resource for them to be viable and for them to be successful, and we feel that we can play that role not only from a sponsorship point of view, but also a supply product point of view. The sporting club route is a really beneficial route for our business because we can touch so many parts of the role that they play. Most of their revenue is generated through the canteen and the bar and the kitchen. These sporting clubs are volunteer organisations. They need a little bit of help, and we can provide that.
of the fifth here at NSR Hire Ballpark as Nicholas Riley takes the strike swinging from Connor Lowry, who has been on fire in this game. It has turned out to be a battle of the pitches, as you stated, Tory. And it's going to be about which one wins the game. Riley fouls into the stands. And who knows, Tory, it could be a 1-0 result either way, or even a 2-0 result either way, because we've only had one runner on extra bases, and it's going to get very interesting to see who it's going to be.
Well, Paul, as long as there is a result and we're not here till 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's right, as Riley, he's sent packing by Lowry. Another strikeout. Riley's 0-2. Lowry, incredible, makes it 6. Was that extra innings game? It went to 10 a couple of seasons ago, Perth and Vic Park. Park Belmont Reds, as we stated earlier. Stevenson for his next at-bat. Like Riley, struck out in his first. 0-1. Thick edge there. To Stevenson, facing Lowry. Grounded down towards the mound. Lowry recovers it, makes a throw to first, and Stevenson is out. So he's 0 for 2 tonight, and it's 2 down for the Giants with all bases empty.
It's been a few dribblers back to the pitcher in the game tonight on both sides.
It has been, but luck's a fortune for those that are able to get that quick take and the throw to first. They do it in such good time as well. Harry Wooden got a single in his last at-bat. Needs more than just a base hit to try and get the Giants across the line. This is a game where it's on a tightrope, and that first run could be essential. Or even to an extent, maybe a match winner come the bottom end of this game. 0-1. Lowry went to take some pace on it, but a little too flat. Of course, the Eagles. I wonder if they're watching this game with intent, the Morley Eagles, the defending champions, because they'll play the winner of this game.
I can see a few of them in the viewers of the Facebook live stream, Paul.
Ah, yes, they certainly are seeing this one with intent, especially the player that everyone's come to know as Big Sexy, the host of the great State League show. Congratulations on a great season.
And Singy. Hi, Singy.
Singy, no doubt. Singy and Big Sexy, the duo that have brought us some great banter and baseball insight in the State Baseball League competition on the State League show. Congratulations to Singy and Big Sexy. It's great to be on that show, just quietly. One and two. As Wooden gets set to face Lowry, 2 down. Too high this time. Even up the count. 2-2. Lowry want to finish this one off. Wooden again tries to hit to the opposite field. And another foul. Pressure well and truly on Lowry as well as Wooden. That ricochet off Peshat's foot. Ball 3. It's been quite an easy night for the outfielders because the ball hasn't gone their way a lot. It's been one of those games where it's purely been dominated by 1, the pitchers, and 2, the infielders.
They'd be pretty cold out there.
They certainly would, but you know, they're keeping themselves in motion to keep themselves warmed up. He's got him again! Lowry with a 7th strikeout of the match and has kept the scores locked at 0-0 as we head to the 6th.
About having to do it, train. Did you actually go? Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Top of the 6th here at NSR Higher Ballpark. Paul Persick and a dancing Tora Newman with me. And by gee, this game is certainly on a knife's edge and we're nowhere near done.
Well, the Nutbush just got me fired up, so hopefully the players are too. Let's get some runs on the board.
Well, it got the crowd fired up, that's for sure, as Tardrew is back on the mound for another inning. And the task now is going to fall into the hands of Samukawa, who's leading off. Drop strike on the second pitch, 1-1. Samukawa struck out in his last at-bat. One and one. Push forward and it's a 1-2. Push forward and cross the plate did Samukawa on that last pitch. So now he's in the hole at 1-2. Big edge there going into the net. Behind home plate, 1-2. Fading away there toward the outside corner. Right-hander versus left-hander. Foul behind the plate there. Just a real edge. Just not going anywhere. The 2-2. Got him swinging, Tardrew, he's got another. It's 9 for him. He certainly bounced back from the performance last Friday, Tory. He's looking a lot better on the mound. He's pitching with more confidence, and the results show. 9 strikeouts in 5 completed innings. 5 1/3 completed innings now. He's only conceded the 1 hit, no runs on the board, no errors. Now it brings back the top of the order, McDonald. For his third at-bat, he's struck out on 2 occasions. Tardrew just trying to pick his brain a little bit here. Tries to bunt, goes behind the line and a foul. Even count, 1-1 with 1 away. Donald just tying up his shoelaces off camera. He came loose while he was running from first to second, and he's just had to do them up. A little bit of a delay, but get things going. Gets his bat from Samuel Kawa. Tardru, what can he muster up here? That is going to be outside corner, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Tardru looking for double digits in the strikeout column. Grounded towards first. Well taken by Riley and gets the second out. And McDonald, he knew it before crossing halfway. Now that was going to be a ground out. 0-3 he is tonight. But now Samuel Kawa comes in with plenty of pressure mounting on this side. Just fading to the inside. It looked pretty close. This time, Tardru gets one there. Tardru with a 1-1. Make that 1-2. You've got Samuel Kawa swinging on a fastball. He got him on another. So Samuel Kawa has been struck out 2 of his 3 at bat, and Tardru has 10. The scores are locked at 0-0.
I'm Jess Fitzgerald and I'm the Competition and Member Services Manager here at Baseball WA, and I run the food and beverage as well for the State League games that are run at the ballpark. So during the day there's some schools out here, so Darling Range, Aquinas, and then we run all of our programs and development, high performance program out here. So definitely one of the benefits of having Harcher involved is that we're quite a small team here at Baseball WA, and prior to the relationship we weren't offering food and beverage here at the ballpark. We didn't have anyone that was available to run around and do like ordering or anything like that. So it's been great that we've been able to find someone local, WA company that we can deal with, and then we can offer, you know, food and beverage to everyone here that comes out to the ballpark, because before they had to bring their own everything. So one of the things that I love here is, like, you know, the chips, the nachos, burgers, hot dogs. That's, you know, hot dogs is just ingrained in baseball. Yeah, so some of the main advantages of working with Harcher have been the flexibility of the delivery. So they're happy to deliver at a time that's convenient to us, and we've also got a direct contact for our ordering too. So we've been dealing with Adam directly, and he's been great. I would recommend Harcher to anyone looking for a local supplier, and then they're willing to jump on and help sponsor their club or, you know, their association, whatever they're doing, and just help grow their sports in Western Australia.
Great to have your company here at NSR Hire Ballpark. We're at the bottom of the 6th with the Cats and the Giants locked in battle in this elimination final. The winner will play Morley, while for the loser it's mothballs for 2025-26. Chase Benson in the lead off. We got some great responses to our live stream. Shout out to Olivia Haynes. She's watching from Japan and throws her support behind the Cats as well. Chris Lowry also joining us from Warrnambool in Victoria, and also supporting the Cats in this encounter. So thanks for your support of our live coverage, folks. Wherever you may be across West Australia, this great nation, or anywhere in the world. Lowry just drifting that 1-1 pitch to the left outside. Two and 1. Benson just had a little look there, but inside corner, ball 3. Got a second strike there. Lowry getting one right up the middle. 101 strikeouts for the season. Grounded towards first, and it gets past Brantley. Ruled fair. He's going to look for extra bases, and he will get them. He gets the first clean double of the night, and it couldn't have come at a better time, Tori.
Certainly, you know, I think it's very much needed for Wanneroo. I don't know if that'll go down as an error for Brantley or not, considering it almost hit him in the face, but, you know, second base, a runner on second, the next batter coming up, start of the lineup. Could look good here for the Giants.
It could, and they've still got no outs in the shed, so a very good time to get a double. Benson, he hit that with such force that it bounced off the edge of the grass part of the infield, and Brantley just had to swerve out of the way there, so...
Certainly, and they have given him the double.
Brantley receives the bunt and a ground out. The sacrifice bunt pays off for Barbridge, and that has allowed Benjamin to sneak up to third and the opportunity to get the go-ahead run for the Giants. Cooper Barber is next up. Can he send Benjamin home? All the infielders are pushing in. Tries to go big. Fouls into the dugout. Oh and 1. Bit high there. 1 and 1. Now, if they do get it grounded toward third, catching the runner short heading into home, that being Benjamin, will be a real bonus for the Cats, as that will give them back some territory. But Wanneroo, they've got Barber, who's a big hitter. He can launch one over the infield. And that will allow Benjamin to get that go-ahead run, put the Giants in front. Two and 1. Barber gets one in the right area, floats it over the infield. Benjamin's home, the Giants in front.
The first time anyone has had a lead in this game so far, and it goes to the Giants. A double and a single. Excellent play. Will this be it for the game, Paul? You predicted a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, it could be, but who knows? It might send the Giants on a bit of a run here. They've still got one out in the shed, and now they've got Byron Armstrong. Pickoff comes in, unsuccessful. Barber's safe. RBI single there for Barber, sending Benjamin home and giving the Giants the lead at the bottom of the 6th. Now he puts one wide. 1 and 0. Armstrong facing the 1 and 0. Lead off in. Oh, that was close. Barber's flirting with danger on that last one. If I was Barber, I'd be careful with those lead-offs, because any one of those pick-off attempts could catch him out. Could this one? That was very, very close indeed. Lowry keeping Barber honest, but Barber is flirting with danger big time in this one. Foul ball there, just behind home plate. Again a pick off. Lowry had his focus on Barber for some time, trying to leave the Giants one runner less. Didn't work out on the last couple of plays before Benjamin was able to advance home and get that lead off, that go-ahead run. Swing and a miss. He was able to get one down. 1-2. Armstrong goes big, but it's a foul. A new result might be possible. You never know with this Giants side. If they score one, they can score plenty. They did struggle last Sunday against Swan Districts. They had 4 hits, but just could not get it going. At the plate, at home no less too. Goes high, does Lowry, and that's a 2-2. At this stage in the game, another question that must be answered by the teams, Tori, is that are they going to use their relief pitchers at all?
I can see one in the Carine Cats bullpen. Can't see any in Wanneroo's.
Well, there was one that threw in the Wanneroo bullpen a little earlier. So that question could be answered either in the next innings or in the 8th. Armstrong, he is sent packing on a big swing on the 2-2. And Lowry has 8 for the night. Armstrong struck out for the 2nd time in this game. His first at-bat was a fly-out. Jacob Santich, can he keep the threat going with Barber still on first? Down the middle from Lowry, strike one. Santich, ground ball to shortstop, throw to second is good. Great throw by McDonald to catch Barber short at second, and that is the end of the 6th. It's the Giants leading 1-0.
My name's Greg Elliott. I'm the president of the Wanneroo Giants Baseball Club. I've been around the club for 30-something years now. I've been the president for 5 years and involved in the committee, I guess, for 15 years. The Wanneroo Giants have had quite a long relationship with Harcher now, through the general manager of Harcher being a part of the baseball club, set up quite a good relationship in regards to buying all our products for our canteen and our cleaning products over a number of years now. Harcher are a major sponsor of the baseball club. They help us out in regards to everything we order with our sponsorship. Sponsorship to any sporting club is a major part of a club, and Harcher being a major sponsor for us really helps us in the community. Harcher makes our lives a lot easier, not having to chase around products through the supermarkets. It's all delivered on time and we get exactly what we order when we need it. I'd recommend Harcher to any sporting or community club. As a company, they help us out with everything we need. Everything is here on time and we get exactly what we order.
Great to have your company here at NSR Hire Ballpark. We're at the top of the 7th in this elimination final, but as we have stated previously, this is not the last innings of this matchup. It's a 9-inning game, as are all finals. And of course, if we have a tie, we go into extra if it is tied after 9. But it was Wanneroo that broke the deadlock. Barber with an RBI single, and that sent Benjamin home to get the first run on the board. And it's now up to the Cats to respond. Wanneroo, man, not going to make it easy. Tardrew, he has been unleashed on the mound this evening. 1-2 against the leadoff hitter in Cameron Brantley. a bit high. Brantley seeing it off well. 2-2. This time it goes low. 3-2. He's only conceded one base on balls tonight. He wouldn't want a second. Brantley just briefly calls time to loosen himself up. In comes the 3-2. Got him swinging! And Tardrup has done it to Brantley again.
Cats are in need of a hero, dare I say it, Paul.
No, you could be right. And if they don't get a run on the board, and their season is dead in the water. Grounded, missed time by Power. Barber, the throw to first is good. That's 2 down in a flash. Power gets a ground out for the second time in this game. He's 0 for 3. Petchat has that lone run by the Giants deflated the momentum completely. There's still a long way to go. Andrew just inside, close to getting a strike. Two and 0. Two and 0. Tardra delivers. 3 and 0. That's a high one to the inside. Petchat will walk. Base on balls, the second one of this match, and time has been called right away. So Rob Sorensen, playing coach of the Wanneroo Giants, has called time immediately after that walk. Sorensen sensing the issue.
It is a little bit tough after, only his second walk in 4 innings, but I suppose he's pitched 6.5, so see how he goes from here.
Well, the question that I posed to you earlier, are they going to go with their starting pitchers for the whole game?
No idea.
Well, it's tough to tell.
It's so hard to tell.
Well, for the winning team in this one, you want to have your best pitcher on for that semi-final series against Morley. So
exactly, but you've got to be in it to win it as well.
That's
Tonight is do or die.
No, you're exactly right. Heath goes big. Doesn't get home. Foul ball. Heath 0 for 2 tonight. Strike out in his first, a fly out in his second. Averaged 294 for the preliminary rounds in only 22 games. They're looking there. 0-2. 2 in the shed. Tardra would love to leave another stranded. And keep this 1-0 lead. Heath again with a big swing. His intention's clear. He wants to get that lead for the Cats. Nick him hit him big. He did hit 1 home run during the season. He's had 12 runs and 9 RBIs in this season. Tardra again going low. Heath just let that one pass him. One and 2. Again, Tardra low. Tardra a low ball. Up to the edge of the plate. The count is even, 2-2. Harcher again sinks a low one. That's 3 in a row. Full count. Possibly the most important full count pitch in this stage of the game. Something's got to give in this one. Got him! High one, Heath fell for the trap to swing. And the Giants keep their 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
About having to do a training. Did you actually go? Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Bottom of the 7th here at NSR High Ballpark. The Giants preserving their 1-0 lead off the back of Tal Tardru's 12th strikeout of the night, with Brendan Heath falling for the trap and swinging on a high fastball. Now it's up to the Cats and Connor Lowry to respond and try and keep themselves in the game, because if they let this lead slip, Tory, in this game, if they let this deficit extend rather, then this game would be as good as gone from their point of view.
Absolutely. So hopefully they get defensive with it.
Certainly need to, because the Giants, they're always hard out on attack. They usually get a run on the board. They get him in a stretch. What a big hit by Fullerton. It's a drive to centre. A great catch in the end by the man at centre in Heath.
Relief pitcher, I should say, for the Cats, still warming up in the bullpen, so TBC whether that will come to fruition.
It'll be interesting to see how that comes about. One down already, Nicholas Riley. On the note, Riley 0 for 2 tonight. Powerful hitter, we haven't seen him go big. And now he does. To fly into foul territory. 3 going for it. All just slipping and sliding with power. Falling fair. Riley's having a think about going to second, but he elects to play the common sense game and keep himself safe at first. It was a bit of a lucky one there for Nicholas Riley. 3 players. The centre fieldsman Heath, left fielder Power, and shortstop McDonough were going for it. Power was in better position and slipped and slid at the last moment. Time being called here by the Cats. All the infielders being brought in as well. Quick chat on tactics. Lowry having a chat with his catch-up and his coach. You can imagine, Tory, the tactics here would be all about how to hold the Giants out defensively and prevent Wanneroo from extending this lead.
Absolutely, and Lowry has been so amazing so far. You know, he's just got to hold on for a little bit longer or make the decision to bring someone else in for him.
That decision could make or break this game for the Cats. Stevenson next up, 0 for 2 tonight. Stevenson, oh, what a take from Lowry. Throw to Second base is good. Double play, not to be. But they still prevent that leading runner from getting himself safe at second. What a take, Connor Lowry. Stevenson hit that with such force, it came to Lowry like a tracer bullet and made the throw to second base. Just had a little bit of a half volley moment there, did McDonald, who was coming in from shortstop. Might have prevented the double play, but there's not the situation where they have two runners on base. Down the middle from Lowry for the left-hander in Harry Wooden, who's next. Strike one. Down the middle again, strike two. Some late curve. Lowry with the 0-2. It's a little high. 1-2. Lowry would want to leave Stevenson stranded at first. Got him! Lowry's done it to Wooden again. He struck him out twice in 3. And as we go to the 8th, it's 1-0 to Wanneroo.
My name's Derek Bird and I'm the Group General Manager for Harcher. Baseball WA and Harcher, that relationship began with myself being a baseballer and being very much a club person. My kids are club people, and they were just relationships that have been fostered over the last decade or so, and the opportunity arose to get involved with Baseball WA at a higher level, and we're using that as a vehicle to work back into the community through Clubland. So sponsorship is important to Harcher because of the staff we employ and the roles that they play in their own communities. That we feel that this is a way that we can connect back with not only our staff but with our customers. Volunteer sports are generally run on the breadline, and they need support and they need some additional resource for them to be viable and for them to be successful, and we feel that we can play that role not only from a sponsorship point of view, but also a supply of product point of view. The sporting club route is a really beneficial route for our business because we can touch so many parts of the role that they play. Most of their revenue is generated through the canteen and the bar and the kitchen. These sporting clubs are volunteer organisations. They need a little bit of help, and we can provide that.
Top of the 8th here at NSR High Ballpark. The elimination final is now in a critical stage. Giants lead the Cats 1-0. And I'm going to pose a question to you here, Tori. With their starting pitchers still there, are they banking on a result here, a winning result, so they can use the rest of their pitchers in the semi-final series should they win tonight?
That's just what I was thinking, Paul. And, you know, you've got to be in it to win it. So do you bring someone else in to ensure you get a win tonight, or do you really rely on your strong starting pitcher and just hope and pray you make it to next week?
Well, you look at the results from both pitchers so far, especially in the strikeouts and the number of hits, you certainly would want to keep him there. And the conditions aren't that warm either, so they're greeted by more comfortable conditions. Robinson leading it off, he's got a 1-1. Goes big, but that's out of there. Behind home plate, that is. Cats dugout again getting very vocal. 1-2. He's got him right down the middle, and Robinson is struck out. He's 0-3. And Tardrew, he's nailed down another one. That's 13 strikeouts. What a haul for Tardrew in a finals game where the stakes are at its highest. And Carlos Salas, still the only one to get a hit tonight. He gets a called strike for having a look. Mistimed ground ball out to second. Benjamin makes the play with a good throw to first. So he's now 1 for 3. It's Carlos Salas, and now this takes the Cats to Aota Samukawa.
Arata has been so powerful in Carine Cats' Resi's side, so hopefully he can bring something late in the game for the Cats.
Well, they certainly need to, because at the top of the 8th, chances are starting to slip away. To the outside. 1-1. This time he goes high. Last pitch he went outside. This one he went high. Oh, that one was close. 3-1. Got him across. 3-2. He did cross the plate. That's dugout not too pleased with that one. And the home plate umpire just calling time just to get things in order. Full count now. Samukawa. And Tardrew gets another. He's on fire tonight. He's got 14. And the Giants keep their 1-0 lead.
Don't have any today, Carine. Did you actually go? Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love. Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Great to have your company here at NSR Hire Ballpark, and the question we pose, Tori, is that will they bank on the result to keep their starting pitchers on the mound all night? The answer is no, because we're seeing Jordan Power on the mound, the first of the relief pitchers for the night, and he is going to complete this game for Carine. 40 strikeouts, very good ERA, 2 of under 1, .368. And he's played 19 games this season with only 3 runs conceded in the 9 games that he has played. So he is one that could prevent these hits from leaking out.
He's also a Perth Heat pitcher, so hopefully he can get the job done tonight for the Cats.
Got that ABL experience under his belt. Benjamin, who ran in the only run of this game so far. He's going to be the first to face Power. Does have the power with that fastball. That was a blink and you miss it from Jordan Power. Two strikeouts in a row to start. showing the heat early. Went low on that third. One and two. Tries to change it up, took off a bit of pace. Maybe tried to overdo it on that last one. 2-2. Got him looking. So Powell wins that first battle he's got on the mound. He struck out Benson in time. Now back to the top of the order. Now this will be a real challenge for Powell. Barbridge. He has not had a good night. He's 0 for 3. We want to reverse that trend. Ball one. Cats dugout vocal as Power delivers. Changes it up nicely. Late sinker there, Barbridge in 2 minds. Big hit from Barbridge, a deep fly to centre field, and well caught by Heath. That's 2 down. That moment keeping the Cats in it. And they need that third relieving out to give them another chance. Cooper Barber. One just to the outside of that corner zone. One and 0. Check swing there from Barber, so that brings up strike one. One and 1. Blink and you miss it. What a fast ball that was. Definitely in the 85 to 90 mile zone. He needs one more to give them a chance. Goes high, it was quick, that was high. Ball 2. Last pitch foul as well. Barber 1 for 3 tonight. Now RBI single in his last at bat. Give the Wanneroo Giants the lead. Saw that one off well. Full count. Darting low there to the inside, and that's a base on balls. So Barber will walk to first. Barber now has left the door ajar for Wanneroo. Try and extend this lead. Byron Armstrong.
And interesting in comparison how quickly Power gave up a base on balls while the other pitchers, you know, took a fair few innings to get to that stage.
Well, think about it. Lowry he didn't have a base on balls in his 7 completed innings, along with his 9 strikeouts. His ratio 92 for 63 on the pitches to strike. So Power's the first Cat to give up a base on balls as Armstrong swings for the fences, comes up empty, strike 2. Barber getting a bit of a lead off as well. Power. Floating ball out towards centre. And another single for the Giants. Armstrong has made sure that they have 2 runners on base. Barber at second, and Armstrong at first. Got a good one there, Armstrong, that timed that very nicely. A floater over the infield. This will bring up Santich. Santich, the designated hitter for the side. 1 for 3. Cats need that last out to give them a chance. It's a low one. Still have that 1-0 lead, the Giants, but they're desperate to extend it and take the game out of reach. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 1-1. Santich with a grounder. Foul, just wiggling over the line. 1 and 2. Both Santich and Powell feeling the pressure. 1 and 1. 1 and 2 runner. Ooh, and that was quick. So quick it bobbled out of Pechat's glove. 2-2. Too high. Well seen there by Santich. He anticipated it nicely. Full count. Another walk here would mean bases loaded for the first time in the match. What a time to have that situation when the game's still in the balance. Got him swinging! And that gives the Cats one final chance. It's 1-0 to Wanneroo after 8.
I'm Jess Fitzgerald and I'm the Competition and Member Services Manager here at Baseball WA, and I run the food and beverage as well for the State League games that are run at the ballpark. So during the day there's some schools out here, so Darling Range, Aquinas, and then we run all of our programs and development, high performance program out here. So definitely one of the benefits of having Harcher involved is that we're quite a small team here at Baseball WA, and prior to the relationship we weren't offering food and beverage here at the ballpark. We didn't have anyone that was available to run around and do like ordering or anything like that. So it's been great that we've been able to find someone local, WA company that we can deal with, and then we can offer, you know, food and beverage to everyone here that comes out to the ballpark, because before they had to bring their own everything. So one of the things I love here is, like, you know, the chips, the nachos, burgers, hot dogs. That's, you know, hot dogs is just ingrained in baseball. Yeah, so some of the main advantages of working with Harcher have been the flexibility of the delivery. So they're happy to deliver at a time that's convenient to us, and we've also got a direct contact for our ordering too. So we've been dealing with Adam directly, and he's been great. I would recommend Harcher to anyone looking for a local supplier and then they're willing to jump on and help sponsor their club or, you know, their association, whatever they're doing, and just help grow their sports in Western Australia.
Top of the ninth, the final inning of this game. What's been an absorbing elimination final between the Cats and the Giants. And unlike Carine, the Giants are remaining with their starting pitcher, so they could be banking on this result if they can keep the lead. Roberts and Tori Newman with you. Carine have got themselves one final chance. Their season is riding on this inning. Swing and a foul. It's been a great contest.
It's been a spectacular game so far.
Great opening to the finals, as that is another foul. This game is anything to go by. And the rest of the finals, the best of three semis and the grand final starting on the 25th of March is going to be a cracker. That grand final series, by the way, game 1 is the 25th of Wednesday. Game 2, the 27th, is on a Friday. And if necessary, Saturday, March 20 will be the final night of the season.
Well, just think all those Team Australia boys will be back in their respective lineups as well, which will make for an even more exciting competition.
Absolutely. 1 and 2. McDonald, none for 3. Gets a grounded award first. Well taken by Riley, and great communication from he and Tardrew to execute the first out. So McDonald will finish 0 for 4, and the Giants 2 outs away from sewing up a spot in the semi. And the possibility of meeting Morley for the second time in 3 weeks. But the Cats, they need that tying run to keep the game going. Tardrew has done exceptionally well on the mound tonight.
Tap shoe Tardrew with his foot taps.
36 for 83 on the pitches to strikes ratio before his last pitch, 8 1/3 innings. No runs, no errors, and 14 strikeouts. 2-0. Gets it down the middle. 2-1. Oh, that one was close. Just sending it outside. Close call, but it's a base on balls. So runner on first, and this will now bring up Brantley. Brantley's got a runner on first now. And a chance for Carine. By some miracle, and I only say that because they haven't had a run on the board, a chance for Carine to possibly take the lead.
The atmosphere is so tense you could cut it with a knife.
No doubt about that. And plenty of noise as well. Oh, and that was a brute. Well done there by Brantley, just swaying out of the way in the nick of time. My goodness gracious me, that looked brutal. Thank golly it didn't strike him in the shoulder. 1-0. Kickoff comes in, unsuccessful. If I was Tardrew, I'd be just focusing on the task in front of you. To rely on these pickoff attempts, it does frustrate the team a little bit. 1-0. Takes the strike, does Brantley, the lead-off's in, the throw to second is gone! Samuel Cower decided to take it on and lost it. What a throw by Stevenson to the man at shortstop. Armstrong getting to the plate in time, and that leaves the Giants 1 out away from going to the semi-finals. Brantley remains at the plate. 1 out away, Wanneroo. Outside. Ball 2. Ooh, inches from the zone. My goodness. Nearing the 150 pitch mark is Tal Tardrew. An outstanding effort. Now that's a drop strike. That one did go into the zone. The 3-2 pitch. Close call again. Have the Cats still got some petrol tickets remaining? But now Jordan Power. Will he have the power to keep the Cats intact? Tense stuff here at NSR Higher Ballpark. Leans forward, caught looking. 0-1. Push forward, dropped by Stevenson, needs to make a good throw, but it wasn't in time. Brantley able to steal second. Every moment comes every new twist. Tori Newman shaking her head in amazement.
I thought the start of the game was intense, but this is just something else.
Well, it doubles in finals time, Tori. Everybody knows that. Here comes the 1-1. Power looks to go big, but fouls into the stands. And this game has certainly lived up to the bill of what many were expecting. The 1-2. Can Tardrew finish it off? Inches away. My goodness. That looked very, very close.
Oh, I would hate to be Jordan Power in that box right now.
I think everyone will agree. Power facing the 2-2 from Tardrew. Grounder towards second. Fielded by Benjamin to first, and they seal the win! The Giants will go on to the semi-finals, but they had to withstand a gallant Carine Cats side who gave them everything, but that sole run from Benjamin made enough. And Wanneroo will go on to another semi-final series where the reigning champions will await.
Fantastic win by Wanneroo, and you called it a 1-0 margin. Fantastic. Excellent game of baseball tonight.
And what a way to open the finals. It was built to be an open and exciting final series, and this first game has proven that notion. Wanneroo, they keep on doing it. And I think it's obvious, Tori, that your pick for player of the match is Tal Tardrew, because he was in it for the long haul. He got the long haul and he made it count tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, you read my mind. I would absolutely pick him as my player of the match.
Over 150 pitches. You know, you don't see a haul like that very often, but when you put yourself out there in a finals match and you get 14 strikeouts, what an effort.
What an effort. Well done to the Wanneroo Giants, and, you know, good luck to Morley, who have their work cut out for them next week.
We also must say a job well done to the Carine Cats. What a great season to get into the finals. They won 18 games across the home and away season, and no doubt they'll go on. They've got big things on the horizon in 26-27 with a great group of players. Unfortunately tonight, they just did not have a hitter to get them beyond that double range. But what a game to open the Harcher State Baseball League Final Series. 5 now becomes 4. And next week, it's a semi-final extravaganza, games from Tuesday through to Saturday. And we'll be showing them to you live on the Baseball WA Facebook and YouTube pages. Wanneroo will meet Morley starting on Tuesday in the best of 3 semi-final series, while Wednesday, March 18, we'll see Perth take on the Braves in a best of 3 semi-final series, with the winners going through to the grand final on March 25th. We look forward to your company starting Tuesday with a semi-final extravaganza of baseball here at NSR Higher Ballpark. But tonight, it was the Giants that made their way to the last 4 after accounting for Carine in a thriller 1-0. So long, everybody.